Hello, heroes. Welcome back to the ring world. Here's another story for ya. A buddy of mine, Maxwell, he stumbled upon a little secret. Let's go take a look. Alright guys, welcome back. So you each know where you all are starting from.
Yep.
You guys all enter the Helmlands on your own various accords, and you wander around for quite some time. It's very treacherous. Foley, you're traveling with your mages, and honestly, if they hadn't made their conjurations before you guys entered, you guys probably would have been screwed. They summoned quite a few clockwork golems. I'd say about 20 entered with you, and you're about down to 2. It's been a harsh go for you. Robert, you and your paladins have had an easier go of it, mostly because you all were actually able to think for yourselves,
but
you know. And then Thok, of course, you had quite an easy time. You were unhindered in the slightest. You all
easy life.
You all stumble along until you meet first Foley and Robert.
Robert,
What are you
I'm
doing
surprised to
here,
see-
Maxwell?
Taking a lovely midday stroll, as you can tell.
Clearly. Would you like to join us?
Around
whatever.
Around Maxwell, Robert, you see 3 mages. One you recognize as High Magus Leona, the House Magus of Lord Illyri Dan McMull. The 2 other ones are vaguely familiar. One is a very skinny woman, shy look on her face, and a very confident, almost smug smirk. The other one is a very lordly looking man. The only reason that you would identify him as a magus is the various component pouches on his belt. Maxwell. With Robert, you would see a large escort of paladins that were all in the house of Lord Hardcastle when you guys entered. They were the ones that were demanding entry and being refused.
Whom is your escort, Maxwell?
Well,
Yeah, to introduce us.
I'm
Thok,
sure you
please roll me a
recognize.
stealth.
What was that?
Thok needs to roll a stealth.
Trip, PM me who the other 2 mages are, because I don't know.
Okay.
Well, of course you recognize.
It's their names are Reyna Okrim and Abelard Eldrune.
Abelard actually got made into a lord now. Anyways. Of course you recognize the House Magus of Lord Illyri Dan McMull,
I do.
leading a Grey Heart, and there's Lorena, and also Abelard. They are friends of mine.
Robert, as they're all introduced, they all bow at once, and it kind of freaks you out a little bit. Like, just how, like, in sync they all were bowing to you. Because they all bowed and said at the same time, "It is a pleasure to meet you."
Robert seems quite taken aback with this, but shrugs it off as mere happenstance and gestures to his cadre of paladins. I am sure you recognize the brethren of Lavendrite Paladins.
Cool.
Leona sneers a little bit and gives a small nod to the Celestial behind you. You can obviously tell that these two groups don't really get along that well.
Well, for your stroll, what did you have in mind, Maxwell?
Leona
Let's
speaks up in front of Maxwell, almost giving him a look. She apologizes and says, "I apologize. I'm not, sorry." She says, "I am sorry. I'm not one for beating around the bush. We are here investigating the Spark of Mistra."
The Spark of Mistra. Very well.
Roll history. Each of you can.
Oh, I have to pull up my character sheets. I am overly unprepared for tonight.
I assume the roll of 20 was enough to stay hidden.
Yes.
Just
Are you not
eavesdropping.
getting... I've been sending you messages on Discord.
Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually haven't checked. Okay.
My bad, sorry.
Good job, Kate. It begins!
Not getting... I've been sending... Alright. So... Thok, you're the only one that knows that the Spark of Mistra is... And he is the only one that knows, but Leona's explaining this to you too. It is the... blah blah blah, crap. The Spark of Mistra is the shard of Mistra that was left over after she battled Helm in these very lands, and was murdered. That was the point when the Helmlands broke out, and they believe that they have found the entrance to where it is located.
Robert quirks an eyebrow at that. Indeed? Well, that is most curious.
The Celestial
If it
behind
is
you nudges you and goes, "Oh, who's that? Is that me?" No.
No, that was Foley.
Foley disappeared.
His phone probably died or something.
Am I back?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Crap, where was I? Oh yeah, he nudges you and says, "That was what I was intending to come tell you about. We should follow along."
Well, as I was saying, if it is not too much trouble, we would like to join you. Surely an extra set of hands can't go awry.
And there goes Foley again.
There he goes again.
I'm back,
Hello?
I think.
Yes, you are.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Alright.
Confirm mode, we can hear you.
Alright. Affirmative, Ghost Rider.
Alright. Ooh. Yum yum. Alright. You guys travel along. Both of you roll me survival. Thok, roll me another stealth.
Survival or stealth?
Thok has to roll me stealth. You guys have to roll me survival.
Oh boy. Holy crap, Morty, you have a plus 20 in survival?
Apparently.
Why?
I have no idea.
Meanwhile, I'm take plus 3.
Oh, it's because he's proficient and he has an 11 bonus in it.
Oh.
Plus wisdom out the wazoo.
Yeah. So thanks to Robert being the all-hailing survivor man, you guys managed to not die, and you guys find yourselves at the entrance of a cave. The door that has been almost, it looks like it was like carved into the stone, is locked.
Before I try to break this down, would someone like to have a go at unlocking it?
I suppose I can. It's been a while since I've tried this, but sure. Sleight of hand.
If you want. Now roll me a wisdom save.
I should have known I was trapped. Yeah.
As soon as you feel the lock click, which took a couple minutes, in the back of your mind, you think, son of a bitch, I had a skeleton key. The door swings open.
Oh no! Why didn't I think of that?
Do you guys enter?
Oh no. After you, Robert.
Robert indeed enters.
You guys enter to find a medium-sized cave. At the center of it is a large piece of obsidian. Leona...
Robert approaches it and... No.
Nope, sorry, go ahead. Nope.
Robert approaches it and inspects it.
Inspects it. Roll Arcana.
Got a good roll, apparently.
Roll Divinity. The smell of stinking evil.